Hey there, so in this video we're going to be testing out a few crazy things that you're not supposed to really do in the game, but I'm going to do it anyways. For example, if you play this game, you know that Leon never goes through this door right here that has the three dots, or the door that needs the three quartz. If you play this game, you know that he never goes through this door. Only Grace goes through this door. So we're gonna test that out and see what happens if Leon goes through this door and what's gonna happen. Now I already tried this like 2 weeks ago, but right when I tried it, and then like the next day, Capcom, the next like few days I believe, like 2 3 days, Capcom did an update for this game, so I wasn't able to do all the other tests for this game. But I did make a video on this, like sort of similar to this already, where I tested out and uploaded. It's called I broke RE9 Requiem with mods. So it is on my channel. Check it out because in that video I mashed up a whole bunch of mods. I tried a bunch of crazy mods to just put them all together. But I wasn't able to continue to finish this video here that I wanted to do to test out these crazy things that I'm about to do because due to the update. But now I'm able to do it because I downloaded this other RE frame that works. So let's see what happens if Leon gets into this door. What happens? Because I don't think anyone's actually tried that or show that. So I'm gonna show you guys what happens if Leon enters certain rooms and do certain things that he's not supposed to. Because it's not part of the script of the game. So when we do this, I'm gonna use obviously the RE frame, the mod. I'm gonna add item into his inventory. So I'm gonna show you guys. I already know what's happened because I tried it before, but if you're curious and you don't know, then this video show you what's gonna happen. So we're gonna go to item spawner. We're gonna use quartz. So there's the sun, moon, and stars. So we're gonna add all three of these, and we're gonna see what happened. So you see this? It's in his inventory right here, and we're gonna check it out. Hold on, I'm using the custom FOV. So gonna go to this door. Gonna insert these. So the door opens, and it says find a place of quartz. Get the door open and all that stuff. Now we're gonna use a custom FOV because I don't like how close the camera is. So this is what happens if he goes. It's all dark, and he just falls down forever. If you look up, you can see the Chronic Care Center is above us, and then we just died. Oh yeah, another thing, same thing with Grace. If she goes to this door at the very beginning of the game without getting Emily and without getting the cards and without actually like progressing naturally, she will also just open to the outside where it's just completely dark, and then she will just fall down as well. So I just want to clear that out. So next I want to show you guys what happens if Leon goes to see Emily. I meant what's gonna happen. So obviously he's gonna be over her model, so it's gonna look kind of funny. And he also has her voice, I think. Actually they cut out her voice, but I did, like I said on that video that I made, I did test it out where I put her voice over Leon, and it actually does seem kind of goofy. So if you want to watch that, check it out. It's on my channel. It's called I Broke RE9 Requiem with mods. But yeah, let's look at this and see what happens if Leon enters. What happens if Leon enters here? And I already tried before, like I said, test some of these out. And I don't think, if I remember correctly, I don't think Leon could hold her. But in this area, I'm gonna show you guys what happens like if you get the card earlier. Like what happens if Leon goes into the, hold on, level 3 ID wristband. So I'm going to show you guys what happens if he enters here. Yep, that's it. Nothing happens. And I believe if you do this, it does break the game. Even if you're playing actually Grace, and if you actually do try this right away, I think you could actually mess up a game where Grace could never pick her up. So you're like, you completely lock yourself out. So I don't recommend you trying this. Next up, we're gonna go into Victor Gideon's office at the beginning of the game. Because you know that the only time when you do go and enter this room is when, Leon, when you play Leon's part, and then Grace is going after Emily under the ground. But what happens if you play Leon at the beginning of the game and you go to Victor Gideon's office at the very beginning of the game? Does anything happen? So let's check it out, because this one I have not checked it out. So this part is new to me as well. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if the enemies are gonna spawn or not. And I am using a one-hit. Oh, there you go. Same thing as it was earlier. So you just fall down. The next part I want to show you guys is this part where Grace comes out of here and then Leon comes and save her. But what happens if Leon runs really fast to this room before Grace comes through it? Like, what happens if Leon comes from this office room, or I don't know, this lobby, and he just run really fast? So let's check it out, because I've tried that, and if you're curious, you know, let's watch and see what happens if Leon goes so fast and go through here. Can he see the monster, and can he actually, you know, like bump into her like physically and stuff? So let's check that out. All right, so let's see what happens if Leon gets to Grace really fast.
Come on, come on, come on!
Okay, so I'm not really sure why it's Emily and not Grace, but yeah, that's what happens. If Leon tries to go really fast, he can't actually go to the other side. But I just wanted to show you guys that, like, what happens if Leon does go to the other side, but I guess you just can't. Next up, what I want to show you guys is what happens if you play as Leon in Grace's section under the, you know, under the tunnel section, under the chronic care section on the underground part, where like you have to get Emily. So I already tested this part out, so I just want to show you guys in case if you're wondering what happens if Leon does go down there. Does the game work, and can you actually hold on to Emily? So I already know what happens because I already tested out. I put it in the video that I told you. It's called I Broke RE9 Requiem with mods. It's on my channel. You can just check that out. But I want to show you guys here if you guys don't know about it and if you're curious on what happens if Leon does go there. So here we go. So yeah, if you play Leon, then he'll just end up falling down even further, and then the chronic care center is up there, and you'll just probably end up dying. Now there is a way that you could end up landing in there because I tested it myself. So if you really want to be able to go play this part and be able to get to Emily, you have to turn on the speed multiplier for the ultimate Requiem trainer by Laurencio. So you turn this up, and if you turn it up, you can actually outrun the fall and fall onto the platform where you can actually move. But you have to do it like really fast, and it's really difficult. Okay, so I wasn't able to do it because I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe because due to the patch that they did like 2 weeks ago, that's why I wasn't really able to do it. But I still have the footage here where I could show you that I actually did it. So I recorded this on March 11th, 2026. So that was like 2 weeks ago or last week, and I'll show you guys on this footage because like I said, I tried it out already. So I'll show you guys here in this video on what happens if Leon actually does try to carry Emily and go through it. So it actually doesn't work. It does crash the game and break the game, but I was able to somehow do it here if you want to see it. So let me show you guys.
I'm scared. Why is it so loud?
And I am using stealth mode, by the way. So this is what happens. He doesn't carry Emily because it's not in his scripted model. It's for Grace only. So this is what happens if you play Leon trying to go on the underground section. It looks like this. Yeah, so Leon can't carry her, and it doesn't work. And obviously, you know, he's gonna replace her on the cutscene, which looks ridiculous. It looks so weird. Oh my gosh. But yeah. And it this is what happens. Like, you just end up playing her. I mean, if you play Leon trying to hold Grace, it just doesn't look right. So here it is. Yeah, there you go. See. Hold on, I don't know if y'all can see it, but let me move my thing up. So yeah, it looks really ridiculous. This is how it looks like. So Leon doesn't have the animation to hold her. So if you do hold her, it will just end up looking like this. Yeah, this is the video I recorded a week ago. I just want to clarify that. So I'm not doing anything right now. This is a recorded video that I did last week. And that's how it looks like if you try carry Grace. It just doesn't really work. Now next up, what I want to show you guys is this part. As you know, in this part, once you head up here to this hallway, trying to go to this next room and trying to pick up this ID, or whether you do pick it or not, Chunk is gonna obviously spawn right up front there. But what if Leon moves really fast? Can you outrun that? So we're gonna try that. We're gonna turn up Leon's speed just a little bit more and see what happens if I just run straight down there super fast. Will I make it past Chunk, or will I get, you know, stuck behind? This is my first time trying this part, so... Oh! We outran him. Interesting. This is my first time doing this, by the way. So yeah, if you go really fast, I guess you could outrun him. Yeah, so I just want to show you guys that. It's my first time actually trying that part out, so that was pretty interesting. Next up, what I want to show you guys is what happens if Leon goes into this room when it's actually supposed to be Grace that goes into this room that meet up with Victor Gideon. So let's check it out. I already know what's going to happen because I've seen it before, but for those of you who are curious, here you go. Now there is no audio because it's Leon being there. So I guess what that does is it messes up their audio voice, so you won't be able to hear the dialogues. But it looks goofy as hell because Leon is in Grace's like poses and models, so he has like that girly or woman figure-ish kind of look. And obviously the gun is off his hand, so it looks absolutely ridiculous. Now next time I want to show you guys is what happens if Leon enters here. So he could get into this place, but what happens if the construction vehicle or truck gets to him? Or what if Leon is on the other side? Could he crawl through the space hole? I'll show you guys if y'all don't know what I mean. This is my first time trying this part, by the way, so I'm really curious on how it's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna be able to crawl through, because for Grace, she has to crawl through to escape this area, so we're about to find out. This is my first time trying this part. Oh, I guess he could do it. Oh, there you have it. I guess Leon could do it. In this next part, I want to see if Leon can actually open Grace's cell and see if he can actually like get to her and hold on to her. I did try this part out, but I don't remember if it works. So basically, what if I play the game correctly without skipping anything, with like actually going to the script and stuff? So let's see what happens if Leon does go through all of this and getting the wristband and going through this. Like, does it actually function? So let's see if that works, right? We're gonna get the bracelet here, and then we're gonna go get Emily. So take the child to the puzzle box. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's test it out. Let's see if it works.
What do you want me to read?
No, I guess it doesn't work. Or maybe it does, but I don't know. This is how it is. So I can't pull up my gun or my equipment. Like, I can't do anything. I can move. So I guess maybe Leon is holding her. but she just Leon just not. It doesn't actually physically show it, so that's why she's in this pose. But let's see if we could put her down. I guess we could put her down. All right, that just looks weird. So yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know, does work, kind of, but it just doesn't actually physically show it. But let's see if we could get through to the area and take her to the puzzle. Oh, I don't think you could. That's what happens if you do this. Don't try this, you guys. You're really gonna end up breaking the game. Yeah, I don't think you could. I'm pressing my buttons, but it's just I can't get to her. So yeah, that's what happens if you try to pick up Grace with Leon. I don't think it could work. I think you could progress to it, but you're not supposed to put her down, because I think if you put her down, then it's not gonna work. So I think let's reload that. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're still holding on to her because she's still here in this position. So just don't put her down, and I think it should work. So skip conversation. So let's take her. I'm using stealth, by the way, so the enemies don't see me. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Let's go here. Let's see if it works. Oh, I guess so, it does work. The only weird thing is that she's glitched out. Her body is glitched out. Like, you don't see her wearing her dress. So yeah, that's that. If you're wondering if it does work, having Leon to carry Emily, I guess it kind of does work. So just in case if you're wondering if Grace could go through this door and go outside immediately at the beginning of the game without getting Emily, and if you're curious about that, I'll show it to you guys here. So let's pop this out, the mods and the frame and the ultimate mod, and then let's go to the quartz. Let's add these, the sun, moon, and star quartz. And by the way, I am playing Grace, but she's wearing Leon's outfit. I'm using a mod, so just in case y'all might be confused, oh, you are still playing Leon. No, I'm not. I'm actually playing Emily. So I'm actually playing Grace. So we put the quartz in. I have the FOV on, so it's like that, but this is how it looks. There you go. Put it in. Now the door's open. So it's just pitch dark. You can't actually go outside. It would be nice if you could go outside in the game early, but yeah, she's just gonna end up falling just like Leon. Yep, and then she's just gonna end up dying as well. Also, in case if you're wondering what happens if like Grace goes to this door early at the beginning of the game without, you know, like going through the scripted stuff and actually playing the game properly. So let's just see what happens if you're... It's the same thing as Leon, so if you're curious, this is what happens. Grace cannot get her, and then this is how it is. Yep, can't aim the gun at her, and none of that. You can't interact, nothing. If you're watching this and you made it this far, I just want to say thanks for watching, and hopefully you like, share, and subscribe. It could really help me grow as a content creator here, so yep.